I'm a child, but I'm somebody's child. Do you know that? Even if you are this old like I am, or people seated here, you were once a child. And it's necessary that you know about your rights. I know many of you know about your rights. You are here. Hey, they are putting their hands up. You are here to know more about your rights, so that nobody out there can just manipulate you or do things to you that will affect your life in the future. That is in a way that you will not like. So I want to plead with you that you should be very quiet, listen, and ask questions when necessary. Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome once more to accept.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
You don't have a seat?
We
Then
are
you come right in.
OGCEYOD, Organization for Gender, Civic Engagement and Youth Development, okay? I believe some of these faces are not familiar or are very familiar to you, because it's not the first time we have been here, and we are here in relation to the International Human Rights Day, and our focus will be mostly for the rights of the children, okay? That is why I will begin by introducing ourselves. We have the Advocacy Director of OGCEYOD, Mr. Emmanuel Dinga. We also have Anastasia from OGCEYOD Cameroon, finding out if you know if there are some legal or illegal rights of a child. So without much waste of time, I want to call on Ms. Rosa Hopkins, who will begin the first segment of the lectures. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so today is the 10th of December, and as Alexi has discussed, it's the International Day of Human Rights. And human rights are the rights that we all have, all people will have, and they're protected in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But today, we're specifically going to look at your rights, children's rights, because you're children and you all have these rights. So we're going to look at, there's a convention, it's called the Convention on the Rights of the Child. And like human rights, children's rights are for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, or whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, or what country you live in, anything. They're for all children all over the world. So today we're going to discuss them. And what I've got here is I have some cards, and we're going to try and decide as a group whether each of these statements comes under the Convention of the Rights of the Child. So you need to think, when the world leaders were writing their document, whether they put these things in the rights of the child. Does anybody have any questions? You have a question? No? That's okay. Okay, so the first one is the right to a name. Okay? So if you think that that belongs in the Convention of the Right of the Child, put your hand up. Okay. Does anybody think that maybe it doesn't go in the rights of the child? Anybody? Okay, that's good. If we're not sure, we can have a little bit of a discussion. But this one, you guys are all really right. That's the right of the child. So, nextly, we have right to nutritious food. Who thinks that's a right? Yeah? Does anyone think it's maybe not the right of a child? Okay, can someone explain to me? Eat. Yeah, anything else? Yeah?
It means you have to eat good food.
Good food, and you?
It means food that can help you grow.
Exactly. Yeah?
Food that gives you nutrition.
Food that gives you nutrition, excellent. So food that makes you grow healthy and strong. So every child has the right to nutritious food. Well done. So we have this one. Someone want to read? Read it for me.
The right to live.
Excellent. Put your hand up if you think that all children have the right to live. Excellent, no discussion needed. This one's nice and simple. All children have the right to live. Who can read this one for me? Who thinks that that's the right of a child? Who thinks that that's maybe not the right of the child? Okay, so can you explain to me why maybe it's nothing else? Yep. People will be more sick. Anybody else have anything? Yeah? No? Anybody else?
Learn what they do in their schools if they go to the defense.
If they know this work is wrong, that you have to believe and believe what you want to believe. You don't have to believe what other people say you have to.
Perfect.
It's a right because it teaches you how to be independent, and you don't always have to be a follower. You can learn how to be a leader.
What happened?
Because if you don't go on holiday, you cannot have time to rest. When you learn at school, you start to know things in your head.
You always have to take a break when you're learning. Like some people say, when you have a job and then you're tired, you go on vacation with your family and just relax for a bit, and then when it's time for school, you prepare and then you're ready.
Cool. Does anybody think that maybe it doesn't go under the rights of the child? Okay, so this one doesn't actually go because it's not something that is recognised as the right of the child. We already have the right to play and the right to rest, so a lot of the things that you've been saying, like you need to break from school, that comes under here. But maybe not everybody can afford to go away on holiday, maybe it can be a bit expensive to travel, so this one, unfortunately, remains here. Should we read this one together?
Protection for children affected by war.
For example, it's a lot harder for you to do stuff, so it makes your life a lot easier if you get help with it. Okay, before we do this one, does anybody know what a refugee is? You know?
A person who travels out of their country or neighborhood because of a bad situation there.
Very good. Who wants to read the question? Back there?
Do children who are refugees have a right to special help and protection?
So what do you think? You?
No.
Why not?
No, because they move from places.
Yeah?
I think yes, because they did not choose to travel out. It was the conflict in the country that made them to go. But if they stayed there, things could happen to them: death, sickness,
Slavery and drug dealing or sea washing cars? You had
be slavery and drug dealing.
anybody think it's something else? Or everybody? Yeah. Everybody thinks it's B?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct too. And the last question. It's a tough one to understand. You want to read it? Okay.
What is the laws are the most children subject to
exploitative.
child
Okay.
Children, if your father, for instance, is sending you to go and put